But as much as I love being an educator, being part of that fraternity of professionals, I love my children more. The single greatest disappointment in my life is that I will never again be an educator. But that disappointment pales in comparison to my single greatest fear in life. That's not being there even one night to answer the call from my son for help. My son has night terrors of some sort. He calls out to me almost nightly, screaming for my help. I have to go to his room to comfort him and assure him that he will be safe and he is okay. Sometimes I have to sleep with him all night. Recently, my son has started to wet the bed. It's something he's never done before. Each time he yells for me, he lets me know that he was scared I wouldn't be there to help for him. My son will call for me tonight to comfort him and reassure him that he's safe. And my biggest fear is that I won't be there to comfort him. Only you, Your Honor, will be able to tell me whether or not I'll have the opportunity to answer that call. And I beg of you to please, Judge Ater, not take me away from my family for even a single day. I need to be there tonight and every night for my wife and children.
I think what strikes me the most about this case, well, two things: how long this went on, and your willingness to continue this deception in face of all of the evidence against you. This police report is going to become public. Your admirers are going to be able to read that, and they're going to see who you truly are. Even today, you're willing to let people believe that you're innocent and that your plea is some kind of noble act to save the victims from testifying. But there are a number of factors you can't deny. You can't deny that images and videos of you were sent from your phone to these young girls' phones, telling that you love them and that you want to be with them. You can't deny that these young students were able to describe the inside bedroom at your house and describe the inside bedroom of your mother's house in great detail, in ways that only a person that had been in those bedrooms would be able to describe. You can't deny that pictures of male genitalia were taken at your desk at CHS and in the staff bathroom at CHS and sent to these girls. You can't deny all of the text messages to these girls telling that you love them and you want a future with them. You abused your position. You turned the school into your own hunting ground, and you used the school facilities for sexual acts. You used your position to sign one young lady out of school for a reason that she should never have had thrust upon her, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. When the girls asked you why you were willing to cheat on your wife, your response to them is because your wife had been having affairs on you. This report is going to be forwarded, I would hope, to the law director. There are other people in this case that should have some concerns. There were people that went to strides to help protect you. There are so many good teachers and people at CHS, and those who came forward seemed to be shut down in their tracks and told it had been investigated when it had not, and were pushed aside. The only thing from this case that makes me somewhat relieved is the victims that, in spite of you, are thriving and are turning into wonderful young women. And I do say in spite of you. The evidence against you was overwhelming. You did what you had to do in this case. But having considered all of the factors, the court finds that you're not amenable to community control and that a prison term is consistent with the purpose and principles of felony sentencing. On counts 1 and 3, I'm sentencing you to 2 years in prison on each count. I will run those prison terms concurrent to each other.